Okay, so I have gone ahead and ranked every single weapon here for you guys based on how fun that I think they are to play. And I'm going to go through and give you guys a reason for each one of these. Okay, starting off with the S tier weapons. So I got the Compact 92, which is my personal favorite gun to use in the game. I just love fast firing SMGs. They are so much fun. The movement is so clean with this gun. The iron sights are amazing. Everything about this gun just screams like what I want in an ideal SMG. Okay, next up we got one of my favorite things to do in the game, which is sniping, and my personal favorite sniper. So we got the Frost Line here. The Frost Line is super quick, very nice handling, one-shot kill almost always. It's super nice. Amazing sniper. I've been loving sniping in this game so far. Okay, next up we got the Krig. The Krig is by far my favorite assault rifle in the game right now. Has great time to kill. It's basically what these assault rifles down in the B tier want to be. It's like the older brother of like the Model L, the XM4, and the AIMS. It feels very similar to those guns. It just actually kills enemies. Next up, we got the KSV. KSV right now, absolute demon. Shoots really fast, very accurate, hits decently hard. I just see it getting nerfed sometime soon, so I'm not getting too attached to it and putting it up here, but definitely love that weapon. Okay, next up we got the LR sniper rifle. This is my second favorite sniper rifle. Very fun to use. I typically run it with the Frostline as like a backup sniper rifle kind of. And yeah, it's fun going for clips with those two together. Next up we got the D13 sector. Okay, I hope they don't nerf this weapon because it is so fun to use, just shooting across the map, like bouncing it off walls and whatnot, and just getting random kills. I love it so much. Okay, next up, we got the skateboard. Favorite melee weapon in the game. Love just walking up and smacking people across the face with this thing. It's so fun. Especially on stakeout. I got this gold, I swear, in like 3 games. It was so fun. I was just destroying people. Okay, next up, this is the AMR mod. This sniper rifle, very fun. When it first came out, I'd probably put it up here. It's definitely what got me into sniping in this game. I saw a lot of people using it and getting like clips with it. Definitely not as good as like it used to be for me. Definitely like these two a lot more because it's hard to use. It like has I feel like it has weird flinch. You like flinch a lot more with that one than you do with like, for example, the LR up here. Okay, next up we got the AK-74. Very hard hitting assault rifle. Very good at medium to long range if you can control the recoil. But definitely don't think it's better than any of these weapons, or like more fun to use, I guess. It's just a classic though. I love the AK. Next up, the GPR. This gun has been absolutely killing it right now. Just shreds through enemies, really like minimal recoil, really user friendly, just great gun in general. Next up, we got the Cypher 091. This gun is exactly what you want in a long range to medium range assault rifle. I think it's really good in Warzone right now. I don't play too much Warzone, but that's what I've been hearing on like TikTok and whatnot. Definitely really great in multiplayer too. Hard hitting, perfect for medium long range. Next up, we got the AS Val. The AS Val is an like SMG assault rifle hybrid. Very good weapon, very solid. I like using it in like stakeout or like Nuketown even. It's just great overall. Next up, my favorite marksman rifle in the game, the TR2. This new weapon is just so nice. I love fast shooting DMRs that 2-tap still. This gun is just crazy good. Exactly what the Goblin down here, where even is it? The Goblin down here wants to be. Like, why would you ever use the Goblin when you can use the TR2? Next up, bow staff and the katanas. They're just melee weapons, of course, but they're just really fun to use. I love those ones. Okay, next up, the Model L. I'm going to talk about these three together because they're really similar. The Model L, the XM4, and the AIMS. All laser beams, absolute laser beams. The Model L hits a little bit harder, and I like the STG variant. That's why I put it a little bit above these two, but these guns to me feel almost identical. They're both very like low damage, minimal recoil weapons, like kind of like the GPR2, but the GPR just slightly edges out these ones. Okay, we also got the PPSH down here. Great SMG, great handling. Recently got this one diamond. I love using it. It's so much fun. It does have, it's not that good at like medium range. Like you got to be pretty close, but I really love these World War II guns, so I put it in the B tier because of nostalgia. World War II is one of my favorite Call of Duties, so put that there. Okay, so that brings us to the AEK. The AEK is a really good marksman rifle. It's a 3-round burst. It can also be full auto. I think that's why I put it up here. The full auto version is very good of it. And it's just very fun to use in general. I love that weapon right now. Okay, next up, this is the Fang LMG. My favorite LMG in the game right now. I feel like most LMGs in this game are relatively weak, and you don't see them used that much unless you're in hardcore stakeout, and there's that guy on the half wall just like spraying the weapon constantly, and it's just terrible for everybody. Okay, next up, the PP919. This SMG a couple months ago would be probably up here somewhere, but they did recently nerf it. It's still super fun to use, has great iron sights. It has minimal recoil, great ammo capacity. Just in general, very solid weapon overall. Okay, XMG. Very well-rounded SMG. That's perfect spot, exactly where to put it in like every single lifetime. Great damage, just exactly what you want in an LMG right there. Tonto. Okay, I feel like some people are going to come after me for this ranking because some people think it's up here. It has like a cult following, I feel. But the Tonto, for me, shoots too slow. It straight up is just too slow and not forgiving. And I know you guys can say skill issue all you want with that one, but it's where I put it. It's my list. I'm going to put it there. Okay, next up we got the SWAT. SWAT is basically the AEK, like what it wants to be. It wants to be the AEK, and it's just not quite there, but it's getting there. If they give it a full auto version, it'll probably be right up there with the AEK. The Cleaver, the Psy, and the Combat Knife are all in the same group for me. There's nothing special about them. They're just kind of like your standard run-of-the-mill melee weapons, so I just plopped them there. Okay, next up, we got the two best pistols in the game, in my opinion. I do not think that pistols are too crazy in this game by any means. So we got the GS45 and we got the Grakova. So I put those two together because, okay, the GS45 in zombies, we all know is just absolutely busted. It is amazing dual-wield pack-a-punch, just like Mustang and Sally on crack. I swear, it is insane. But in multiplayer, it's decent. Like, it's good, but it's also a secondary weapon, so you got to keep that in mind. I don't really like running around with secondaries that much, so that's why they're here. The Jackal, Fall from Grace. It used to be, I feel like these two actually just like switched places in my list. The Jackal, they just ruined it. It used to be so fun. I really love that VMP variant that it has. Just clean iron sights, but not much that it really does anymore. It's kind of like a mid-range SMG, but there's so many better options. Like, I'd rather run the Tonto or like even the KSV at medium range nowadays over the Jackal. Okay, next up, this is actually the C9. It's kind of a weird picture for it, but I put it here because I just feel like it's not that good. It drops off for me at like medium to long range. It drops off hard. Like, why would you use this gun when you could use the PPSH or the KSV or the compact at close range? Okay, next up, okay, we're getting into LMG heaven, and I do not like LMGs that much. They are not that good in this game. Okay, we got the PU-21 here. This gun is just, you're slightly below average LMG. It's not that great. Just, these two have just too much recoil. And sure, I play on controller, so I could probably get used to it. It's just not fun to use guns that have too high of recoil for me. Sarkov, why would you ever run this gun when guns like the DM10 or the TR2 or where is it? Yeah, TR2 exists. Like, there's just no point in my opinion. Sure, it might take an extra shot, but the extra shot doesn't take 5 years to come out. Okay, SVD. This gun's just annoying. Like, sure, it's probably up here with all the other sniper rifles. Sniper rifles seem really good in this game right now, but I hate going up against it. It just seems too cheesy, especially when people are sitting on half wall just hard scoping in stakeout. It's just terrible. Okay, next up we got the Siren 9mm. It's just a marshmallow shooter. It's a secondary, sure, but it shoots marshmallows. It's just not a good weapon in general. Not too fun to use. I kind of hate it right now because I'm trying to get the D13 sector diamond without doing the launchers. So I've kind of been hating that. Okay, next up we got this Strider. Strider's the second worst pistol in the game. It's really not that bad. It's a pistol though, so it's not that fun to use. And then we got the launchers down here and the shotguns mostly in this D tier. Okay, yeah, these ones just, you're not gonna ever see me running around using any of these. Okay, but the SOG and the Goblin down here might be surprises to you guys. The SOG is just the worst. It has like okay handling. It shoots marshmallows. You're just always dying to it in stakeout for some reason. The people akimboing it, and you're like, when I use it, it doesn't work. I just hate this gun in general. It's not very good. And then the Goblin, I think I've explained it enough as I've been talking about these weapons. It's just why run it when you have all these great marksman rifles in the game right now. Okay, next up we got the 2-hit melee weapons, and I don't think I even need to explain myself with these ones, but I can't stand the challenge where you have to switch your gun and then get a kill rapidly with them. It's just so annoying, so tedious, and it doesn't count like half the time. But okay, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the video. Go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment and tell me what you think. Maybe even subscribe. It's free. So thank you guys. Have a great one.